Yet, beyond the voice, beyond the stage, beyond the awards, what truly defines Jason Crabb is his heart. A heart rooted in humility, unwavering in faith, relentless in its pursuit of touching lives. Despite all his success, his greatest joy isn't found in the spotlight. It's found in the moments when his music helps someone rediscover hope, rekindle faith, or simply remember that they are not alone. If you've never heard Jason Crabb before, brace yourself, because once you do, you won't just remember the music, you'll remember the feeling. He is more than a singer. He is a messenger, a force, a vessel of something greater than himself. And the world is listening. Life is full of challenges, trials, and moments that test our faith and resilience. Jason Crabb's journey serves as a powerful reminder that no matter how difficult the road may seem, perseverance, faith, and determination can lead to victory. He has faced obstacles that would have made many people give up. But instead of surrendering to hardships, he chose to push forward, trusting that brighter days were ahead. Many people experience seasons of struggle, times when everything seems to fall apart, when dreams feel out of reach, and when hope appears distant. It is in these moments that true strength is revealed. Jason's life reflects this strength. Through his unwavering faith and refusal to quit, he has shown that setbacks are not the end of the story. They are simply stepping stones leading to something greater. One of the most important lessons from Jason's journey is that pain has a purpose. Every challenge, every tear, every moment of doubt can be transformed into something meaningful. He has often spoken about how his trials shaped him, how they made him stronger and more determined to pursue his calling. His success did not come easily. It was built on years of hard work, sacrifice, and trust in God's plan. For those who are struggling right now, feeling lost or defeated, remember this: you are not alone. Everyone faces battles, but those who refuse to give up will eventually see victory. Jason's story is proof that perseverance pays off. He has walked through the fire, but instead of being consumed by it, he emerged stronger and more resilient. His music, his words, and his life inspire others to keep believing, even when the road is tough. It's easy to feel discouraged when facing difficulties. Fear and doubt creep in, whispering lies that say you are not enough, that you will never overcome. But Jason's journey reminds us that these lies do not define us. The truth is, you are capable of more than you realize. You have a strength within you that can carry you through any storm. Faith is a key part of Jason's story. He has always believed that God has a plan, even when life seemed uncertain. He trusted that every struggle had a purpose, and that if he remained faithful, he would see the rewards of his perseverance. His faith gave him the courage to keep going, to push past fear, and to step into the purpose he was created for. No matter what you are facing, know that your story is still being written. The difficult chapters are not the end. There is more ahead, more joy, more success, more breakthroughs. The pain you are experiencing now will one day be a testimony of how you overcame. You will look back and see how every struggle was shaping you, preparing you for something greater. If you feel like giving up, take a moment to reflect on Jason's journey. He had moments where the road seemed impossible, where the weight of his struggles was heavy, but he didn't stop. He kept moving forward, and because of that, he is now able to inspire others who are walking through similar trials. Strength is not about never facing challenges. It's about rising above them. It's about choosing faith over fear, perseverance over quitting, and hope over despair. You have that strength inside you. You have the ability to keep going, to push through, and to come out stronger on the other side. No matter how dark the night may seem, morning always comes. No matter how deep the valley, there is always a way out. Jason's story is a reminder that tough times do not last, but tough people do. If you hold on, if you keep believing, if you refuse to let go of hope, you will see victory. So take heart, keep pushing forward. Your breakthrough is coming, your purpose is unfolding, and your story is far from over. Like Jason Crabb, you have the strength, the faith, and the resilience to overcome any challenge that comes your way. Keep believing, keep moving forward, and watch as your perseverance leads to a future brighter than you ever imagined. In the grand symphony of life, few voices resonate as deeply as that of Jason Crabb. He is more than an award-winning gospel singer. He is a beacon of hope, a messenger of faith, and a living testament to the power of perseverance. With every note he sings, he weaves a story of love, grace, and unwavering belief, touching. The rain drummed a mournful lullaby against the window pane, its steady rhythm echoing the hollow ache in his chest. He sat in the dim glow of a single flickering lamp, its light barely stretching beyond the confines of the room, as if mirroring the dwindling warmth in his heart. Outside, the world was cloaked in darkness, but it was nothing compared to the abyss that had settled within him. Time had passed, years in fact, but the pain never dulled. It merely sank deeper, weaving itself into the fabric of his being like an old wound that never quite healed. His wife, his children, the family he once held in his arms, were now ghosts, lingering in the corners of his mind, whispering of what was and what would never be again. Once he had believed love was enough, that if he loved deeply, fiercely, wholly, his family would remain intact, bound together by the unbreakable threads of devotion. But life had unraveled that illusion. Love alone could not mend what had already begun to fracture. He thought of her, the woman who had once gazed at him with eyes full of warmth, a tenderness so pure it had terrified him. Together they had built something fragile yet beautiful, a house of cards balanced on whispered promises and fleeting moments of joy. But time was merciless. The laughter that once filled their home had withered into silence, a silence so thick it choked the air between them. Their words, once sweet, turned sharp, blades that cut deeper with every argument, until one day she was gone. He could still see the moment his daughter clung to his leg, tiny fingers digging into the fabric of his trousers, eyes wide with desperate, unspoken pleas. "Fix it, Daddy," her voice had trembled. But he hadn't. He couldn't. He had already lost too much of himself to fight for the things that mattered. Perhaps it was inevitable. He had never learned how to love, not properly. He had grown up in a house where love was a thing measured in silence and scorn, where his father ruled with an iron hand and his mother lived in the shadows, sorrow clinging to her like a second skin. Affection had always come with conditions. Warmth was fleeting, and tenderness was something he had learned to fear rather than embrace. So when he became a man, he carried that lesson with him, never realizing that, in doing so, he was dooming himself to repeat the past. Now, all he had were regrets. He wished he had held her longer, whispered softer, fought harder. He wished he had read one more bedtime story, traced his fingers through his son's curls one last time before sleep took him. He wished he had been more than a presence. He wished he had been a father, a husband, a man worthy of their love. But regrets were cruel companions, whispering in the dead of night, haunting the spaces where warmth once lived. He reached for the bottle on the table, the amber liquid glinting under the dull glow of the lamp. The whiskey burned as it slid down his throat, but it was a pain he could control, unlike the ache in his chest, unlike the emptiness that wrapped around him like a lover who would never leave. The past was a shadow that never faded, and as he sat there, staring into the endless night, he wondered if he had ever truly known what it meant to love, or if he had only ever known how to lose. Jason's journey has not been without trials, yet through every challenge he has stood firm, using his God-given talent to inspire, encourage, and heal. His music is more than melody. It is a ministry, a source of strength for the weary, a reminder that even in the darkest moments, light can break through. Now more than ever, we should come together to celebrate not just the artist, but the man behind the music, the man whose faith moves mountains, whose compassion knows no bounds, and whose voice carries the echoes of divine love. Through worship anthems, heartfelt testimonies, and an unwavering commitment to his calling, Jason Crabb continues to be a vessel of encouragement in a world hungry for hope. So let us honor his impact, share his music, speak his name with gratitude, And let the message he carries continue to shine, illuminating the path for those who need it most.